Smiley from the Energy Boutique with your energy forecast for April 2022. So on April 14th, we have Mars, the god of war, ruling over our physical energy, our drive, our passion, our desires, and even our anger, moving out of Aquarian energy and moving into Pisces energy. So Mars's time in Aquarian energy was very sporadic. It ruled over our physical energy. Sometimes we had energy bursts. Sometimes we were totally exhausted. That Aquarian energy had us very futuristically focused and actively taking steps in the here and now in order to bridge the gap from where it is that we're currently at to where it is that we desire to be. The Aquarian energy was the intellectual battlefield, so to speak. We were definitely downloaded with new visions, new dreams, new ideas, new inspirations. We didn't really know what to do with it. We tried our best to take steps forward, but of course, we have other aspects, other elements really trying to hold us back and perfect our strategy before actually moving forward. Mars now moving into Pisces is going to be a totally different deal. First of all, Mars is not happy here. Mars is a fire energy, an aggressive energy. When we move into a water sign, we're going to snuff that energy out a tad. And in Pisces energy, we're definitely going to be a lot more passive aggressive than the direct, straightforward energy that Mars would prefer to be in. Mars is the ruler of Aries season, but Aries season is very, very quickly coming to an end. We will be moving into Taurus season next week. And with this kind of blendings of energies, we're definitely going to see things slow down just a tad. May I remind you that we are in a time right now where all planets are direct, where we are gifted with the opportunity to move forward. However, towards the end of April, not only are we moving into retrograde season, we are also moving into eclipse season. So this is divinely scripted events that we're not going to have a whole lot of control over. Mars now in Piscean energy, we are going to see our physical energy kind of slow down, kind of get snuffed out, which could lead to a little bit of frustration, a little bit of anger. The good thing about this particular energy is that it's going to take a lot for us to get frustrated and angered because we're very passive aggressive in this particular energy. We're very vague in this energy, and we're really reliant on intuition and spiritual encouragement, meaning that the energy, the ideas, the inspirations that we were downloaded with while Mars was in Aquarius energy, now we have to sit with our soul space and figure out whether or not we're actually motivated, actually being inspired to bring some of these elements to life. It's very much bringing it into the intuitional field to see how it is that we feel about it. Of course, we have brand new soul contracts, brand new missions and purposes kind of being unfolded for us. Now we have time to sit down in our heart space, in our soul space, and really see what it is that we're motivated to take action on. Because energy is kind of at a low with this Piscean energy, we are only acting, we are only moving forward, we were only making any kind of motion if it feels right in our gut, feels right in our heart, feels right in our soul. The energy, our physical energy, is going to be very up and down. Think of Pisces energy. We're in water right now, right? So water can transform. It can be calm, cool, and collected. It can be choppy. It can have, very high peaks with waves, and it can definitely toss us around a little bit. Now, here's the thing. We are passive aggressive. We don't like confrontation in this energy, which is a direct opposition to what Mars, the god of war, normally would prefer. He wants to jump into everything directly, be straightforward. We're not going to get that energy in Pisces. Pisces is very vague, very wish-washy. And because of this, we're going to have a little bit of a problem trying to figure out what it is that we want to do. everything that we thought we wanted, everything that we were very sure of, suddenly becomes a little bit more complicated. Why? Because our inner spirit needs to feel aligned with the energy, with the actions that we're about to put forth in the quest of going after what it is that we want. Now, our empathy is going to really hit the top of the scales. Compassion, top of the scales. Our inner spiritual warriors are ready to come out and fight the good fight only for causes that actually move our soul in the right direction. Again, we have to rely on our intuition. We are intuitively driven. We are faith driven. We are definitely wanting to align with the higher meaning and the higher purpose that is unfolding as some of these other astrological events take place. Now, yes, it can be a very confusing time, but here's the thing. Mars moving into Pisces just days before the full moon in Libra, which is going to illuminate for us where it is that we've been acting in extremes, where it is that we have to rebalance the scales in our relationships within ourselves as well, because of course, entering into Aries season, we were putting ourselves first. We were and still are aggressively trying to push forward to initiate a brand new beginning. The full moon in Libra is going to illuminate where it is that we got to make peace with a couple of things, where we got to compromise on a couple of things. Just days before we move into Taurus season. What is Taurus season going to do? Well, first of all, it's going to slow us down. It's going to make sure that we're acting in a logical and practical way. It is going to make sure that we are only pouring time, energy, love, and attention into things of value, things of worth that are going to better ourselves, better our relationships, better our situations in our physical realms, and push us to give birth to create the elements in our lives that, yes, we've been inspired to pursue, that now Mars in Pisces is going to give us that intuitive gut feeling, that spiritual sensation that we have to go after it, that we desire it, that it feels right, that it might not make logical and practical sense, although that's where the Tauran energy comes in to try and keep us grounded, but that inside of us, our spark, our soul, our spirit feels like we are being unleashed to pursue a brand new purpose, a brand new mission that is very much in alignment with our soul space. So this energy is going to be with us until the 24th of May. This is definitely not going to feel as aggressive as we've been feeling. This is definitely going to snuff out a lot of anger, snuff out a lot of frustrations that were reaching a boiling point. And again, we are only going to get to those frustrating, aggressive, boiling points if we're truly, truly inspired to do so. This passive aggressiveness really kind of snuffs out the fire, the aggressiveness of Mars, and puts us more in a situation where we only act if our soul, if our spirit is divinely motivated and inspired to do so. So we're definitely going to feel this energy shift. We are definitely going to realize where it is that we have to kind of step out of our aggressive, egoic selves for just a sec to see what it is with these new ideas, this new direction, this new dream, this new vision, to see what it is that we're actually feeling spiritually, soulfully motivated and inspired to pursue. Venus is already in Pisces energy. And so the chase between the masculine and feminine divine energies continue once again. Now, Mars is not moving fast enough to meet up with Venus, but Venus is over here in Pisces just in love with love, is in love with the beautiful aspects of life, really pushing herself to look for the silver linings and all the darkness, looking to really balance things out, to bring new elements to life, to make new soul connections, to really cleanse the past painful experiences to prepare for a brand new beginning. Mars and Venus, as they move through Pisces, is both bringing endings and closures to certain cycles and preparing for a brand new, fresh start, brand new beginning to take place when both of them eventually enter into Aries energy. And let me just tell you, because Mars rules over Aries, when Mars enters into Aries, it is going to be a push forward. At that particular time, we are going to be in retrograde season, putting the brakes on how much energy, effort, and progress we're actually going to be able to see. And we're also going to be in eclipse season, which means that we're at the mercy of the cosmos. We don't have as much control over our physical realms, over the events that are taking place, over the current circumstances of our lives. We're kind of in a surrender mode. And Piscean energy is the surrendering mode that we are now moving into in order to prepare for a very aggressive energy to take over our physical form, our passion, our desires. So just think of it like Mars being in Pisces energy right now is letting us sit back, go with the flow, float through our heart space, float through our head space, really get an opportunity to feel what is brewing in our spirit, in our soul, because by the time that we put an ending to some of the things that we're no longer divinely inspired to pursue and really hone in and focus in on the things that we are being spiritually activated in order to pursue, by the time Mars actually moves into Aries, we are going to have the clear, straightforward direction that many of us are currently lacking.